This one's for Andy Boe, who set me a challenge. And the challenge is 24-hour survival challenge. To survive 24 hours just with a knife, shelter, food, fire and water must be provided to a high level. Food for a good meal, not just a few leaves. Good campfire, filter water and a good shelter. And it must be videoed. Okay. And then do a write-up to pick over the performance. You're allowed 3 layers on top, trousers and boots, no waterproofs. You must live in the woods, feel the cold, wet and fear and be comfortable with the aid and skill set you've got. No billy can allowed. It's not an easy challenge because it's cold here already in the morning. Right, so the plan for today is priorities: to build a shelter around here somewhere. Then once I've got a really nice shelter, make a fire. The plan with the shelter is to build a small kennel and then insulate it as much as possible. So Andy, thanks for the challenge. It's going to push me further than my bushcraft has normally been, and I'm going to learn a lot over the next 24 hours. Stinging nettle cordage is not strong enough, it's too short at the moment. I think too pithy, so I need to find some other cordage. There's some willow around here, perhaps I can find some of that. I'm painfully aware that every bit of deadwood I use for the camp, for the shelter, is deadwood I can't use for the fire now. The shelter's coming along nicely, but I'm already thirsty. I can't even begin to look for a drink until I've completed the shelter. Otherwise I'm doomed tonight with a very cold and very wet night. And keeping warm and dry is my priority at the moment. I'm getting pretty hot now. I've got to take things a lot slower. Get hot, sweat, dehydrate. I'm going to be in problems pretty soon, so I'm going to take it a bit easier and a bit slower now. But even building this is starting to wear me out a bit. I feel like I need a drink. Got to get it done though. What's the time? Time is 10 o'clock. So it's taken me a little while to put this together. I actually quite enjoyed building the shelter. The question I've got now is, do I carry on putting the ribs in, or do I start insulating it? Does it need more ribs? But I think the ribs will hold. So what I think the next job is to insulate the outside, then insulate the bottom. And the only thing really around here to insulate with is nettles. I'll show you how much we've got. Whole sea of nettles. Loads and loads of greenery. That should be okay for the outside, but I don't want it for the inside. Let's crack on with the work. I think picking nettles by hand has proved that I can only take so many stings. Normally I can take quite a few, but this time of year they seem really strong, and I soon got stung all over my hands, so I had to think of something else. So I've got an ingenious plan. This is how I'm collecting the nettles. Just using my hat as a cover. It'll be interesting to see whether the nettles hold up if it rains tonight. Well, it's expected to rain. Whether they'll repel the water and how good an insulator they are. And what I've been thinking about as well is that's like life. You take one resource and you use it for one thing and then you lose out on another thing. So all the nettles that I'm cutting now and using for thatching, I can't use for cordage or anything else, can't use for food. It's gone. So it's always good never to take everything. But let's be honest, I don't think I'll ever run out of nettles. It's taken a long time to get this far. Time's about 12:30 now. I'm just doing it with the technique that I was doing with the hat. The knife, I just got stung and stung and stung. Now my hand's quite swollen. So I've just had to use the gloves now. This has made it much quicker. So I'd say that if you're going to use nettles for thatching, get the gloves on and just rip them up from the ground. So much quicker. So once I've done the thatching I have to do inside and do the bedding. Then I have to get a fire on. It's good, I'm enjoying it. Hard work though. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon now and I'm getting quite fatigued. I can feel dryness in my mouth where I need water and a drink. I'm starting to get hunger pains as well. I've spent hours and hours doing this and starting to get worn out. I can feel that it's getting harder and harder to collect the same amount of nettles. And each time I come back it's a slightly smaller pile. I'm finding it a bit harder to talk as well. It's quite interesting that working away, the memories come back from years and years ago. Things as a childhood. Strange. Things you never normally think about for years. And they just pop up in your mind as you're working away. I can't quit with the shelter yet because it's got to last me the night. And we're expecting rain. So I've got to carry on. My hands are stinging like hell. And I'm feeling quite worn out. I've got to get it finished. I think we're almost there. Let's see if it fits. I'm going to get inside and have a look for any daylight or any gaps. See if I can find any. Need some more thatching on the top and then I think we're done. Oh, hard work. I think that's about it for the nettles on the top. Let me show you around my home for tonight. Let's have a look inside as well. Here we go. And I'll show you how much nettles it takes. Let's have a walk around. This is about waist high of nettles this morning. I cleared out a massive patch of it. Feeling quite tired and worn out now. Yeah, all gone. That's all gone around here as well. Now the job of the bedding to do. For the bedding, I'm going to collect a load of these reeds because they're hollow, so they should hold insulation well. They're really dry as well. Hopefully they should be easy to collect, and I'll need loads and loads of those. It's often said that one layer on the floor is worth 3 on top. And that's because the ground takes away a lot of heat from you during the night. And that's true. I've done about as much shelter making as I can do today. Got the outside built up. Got loads of reed bed inside as well, so I can't do a lot more than that. I've noticed the temperature's started to drop off as well. It's just a couple of degrees cooler. So next job will be to try and make a fire. On my travels I found a plastic bag. I think it's an old bread bag by the looks of it, with a hole in it. I think at best that can provide some sort of water filter. I can probably make a water filter out of that somehow. But something to think about. I'll see if I can find anything else on my travels. Right, and the next plan is to get fire. I've got two options: either go for the bow drill or go for the hand drill. Theoretically, the hand drill could be a lot quicker. 2 sticks, job done. But if you get it wrong, it's going to wear you out even more. So what do? I want to see if I can make a hand drill from scratch and use it make it from scratch and use it immediately. I've not done that before. I normally take them home and forget about them for a few days and then get back to them when I've got the time. I can't remember the last time I made them from scratch, but bow drills I do. I'm quite used to that. So I think I'll go have a go at making a hand drill from scratch. What am I looking for? Looking for burdock, teasel, possibly elder spindles, all on willow hearths. Let's see what I can find. There's a couple of cattail heads left over from last year, and I'm going to have them and use them, hopefully, the coal extender for the tinder bundle. They're very dry. On their own they'll just flash up. They won't necessarily catch fire, but they'll just flash and that'll be it. But put them inside of a tinder bundle, it'll make the ember last longer. Looks like candy floss. There's one more down here. Looks like I've just found an empty bottle as well. I'll have that. That's the result. Just spotted what looks like more plastic and glass in here. Let's go and have a look and see what we can find. I'll just take this off. Put it on autofocus as well. Ooh. Loads more plastic actually. That's one thing about man, is that wherever he goes, he always leaves a sign. I thought I was going to have problems finding containers, but that's not really been an issue. I think finding something to boil in is. Hold on. Yeah. That's glass, that's no good. Can't do a lot with that. Well, could boil in it maybe, but depends what the fire would do to it. Might give it a thermal shock. Let's see what else is around. Ideally, we're looking for a beer can. A single beer can will solve all the problems. Because it's alley, and you can burn it on a fire, killing all the bugs. Oh wow, there's loads of glass. Oh, glass here. It's just all glass, really. Just need one beer can and that'll be it. At least know where there's glass bottles if I need them. Gives me an option to flint up the bottoms later on. But then again, there's plenty of flint here, so I wouldn't necessarily need it. I'll carry on looking for the spindles. Let's see what else I find. This is teasel. It might be useful for hand drill. I'll have a look. You can tell it's teasel because of these spikes coming around the flower heads here. Let's see if we can get it out of the ground. It's quite a prickly thing. I'll probably take 2 or 3 of these to take back and try. Let's see if we've got any chance with them. Could it be? We might have just hit payday. Oh. Stella can. Let's see if there's any more. Payday. Oh, thank God for that. So I'm now able to filter and boil water. Complete. Still need that fire though. Let's see if I can make fire then. Looks like we might be good. Nearly all the way through. I haven't got much more energy in me. Not quite. Shit. Try again. It's quite hard to spit on your hands when you're dehydrated and you haven't got any spit. This is it. This is the one. Come on. Come on. I'm spent. I'm spent. Let's blow the hand drill out. I thought I was going to be lucky enough to get the hand drill and that would be it. I'm absolutely exhausted, thirsty, tired, hungry. Got to get fire going, otherwise it'll be a really cold night. Wrap my hands now. So many more hand drillings out the window. Even though I'm exhausted and completely shattered, I've got to build a hand drill now. Not a hand drill, a bow drill. And it's got to work. If it doesn't work, I can't drink. I haven't got anything to cook on and I'm going to get cold tonight. So I've got to build it. It's a different world out here. You know, you can bushcraft on your Saturday mornings, practicing your hand drill or your bow drill, bring some food along, have a brew, have your lunch, and you can do hand drill all day long. But when you've had a full day of work in shelter building, walking, foraging, to the point of exhaustion, then you've got to do a hand drill on top of it. From all new materials, it's a different world. It's a new, fresh challenge. It's good. I was almost there. There was loads of smoke, and the dust was going black as well. So if I'd have just had a bit more energy, a bit more downward pressure, I think I would have got it. But I didn't. Let's see if I can build a bow drill. Oh, damn it. Come on. Still not there. Not giving up an easy ember today. Come on. I need this like you would not believe. Come on. was smouldering. It was there. It's going to make me work for it today. That's for sure. Oh God, here we go. Come on, it's got to be it. It's got to be it. cry. Really good. Oh. 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 I worked so hard today. Oh God. It's really been a challenge. Thanks Andy for setting the challenge. It's pushed me further than I've ever been before. Jesus. I've had to work for it today. Jesus Christ. Oh. What a challenge, hey? Gee. I just need to keep the fire going. And keep the camp going for the rest of the night. I'm going to turn that off for a bit and concentrate on fixing the fire up. You're right, Andy, when you said it would teach you a lot about yourself. An incredibly humbling experience today. One thing I've learned is never give up, keep going, keep push. Never give up. Never ever give up, no matter how tough it is. If your survival depends on it, you've just got to keep going until you're gone. While the fire's ticking over nicely, I've got the chance to rehydrate myself. Using the old beer can. Got bits of mud in it though. Try and get them out as much as possible. I'm going to use a plastic bag with some moss in, and use the moss as a particle filter, and put a small hole in the bottom. That should filter out most of the rubbish. At this point I don't care what it tastes like, I just want to rehydrate. This works no different from the mill bag. Bagsy boy. Oh, that cold water feels delicious. There we go. Just going to hold it for a bit while it fills up. Water to a rolling ball. That's drinkable now. Can't wait to have a drink. Fantastic. There we go. That's sterilised perfectly now. Let's have a taste of the water. Oh, it's hot. Oh, that's delicious. Never thought murky pond water would taste so good. This reminds me of the time I first did bow drill. It felt like a graduation, the next step up in the world of bushcraft. Like I'd achieved a degree in bushcraft, which made me more than just a beginner. And today I feel like I've stepped up another level too. Like I've graduated to another one. Oh, so nice. I hate pond water at the best of times, but this tastes delicious, even though it's murky and there's bits of mud in there. Oh, I haven't drunk since 8 this morning. Just had a look at my watch, it's 6:10. First drink since about 8 o'clock and now it's 6:10. Delicious. Gonna conserve some battery life for tonight. Time to get some dinner on. Mushroom soup. I'll just pop them in whole, I think. That way I can pull them out and eat them as is. Be quite interesting to see how they come out and whether they're tasty. Some George's mushroom soup. Looking forward to that. Hopefully I'll have time to make a digging stick and go and collect some burdock root. That'll be a nice bit of extra for the dinner plate. So what I'll make it as a digging stick to dig out the new burdocks. It should provide a substantial meal. Got the mushroom soup boiling away nicely, and I've got a giant burdock root to wash it down. Caught with a digging stick, we'll get plenty more of those. I'm going to barbecue this on the embers, I think. I can space and bury it. I think I'm winning. See what these mushrooms taste like. Can't wait to try these. And I'll get them out. Feel about right. Come on, out you come. Let me shy. There we go. Hey, what's hot? There for a sec. Right, let's give it a taste. Take that leaf off. Food. Feels like there's nutrition going into my body again. It's really good. I've got to say, the burdock is probably the nicest thing I've had so far. It actually tastes like food. That's good. I like that. It's 8:30 at night now. I'm just relaxing by the fire. I've got some stones there warming up, so I can take those into the shelter with me to keep me warm. I think I'm just going to sit by the fire tonight for a while and just feed in the fire and keep boiling up some water and see how long I can last out here. And if the rain does come, then I'll go into the shelter, probably chuck a load of wood on the fire and then retreat to the shelter. But I think it's nicer sitting by the fire at the moment than crawling into the shelter and just letting the fire die down or hoping it will last for a few hours. So I'll just lay by the fire and keep it stoked and keep toasty for a while. I've had a fantastic day, really enjoyed it. It's been absolutely exhausting though. So that's a 24-hour survival situation completed. Last night I spent most of the night just adding wood to the fire and keeping it stoked up, and got a bit of sleep here and there, half hour here and half hour there. Hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed doing it. It was tough, it was challenging, but really enjoyed it, and the time's absolutely flown by. Thanks for watching.